Hello, this is Zelda. Today we're gonna talk about how I use the amazing Lasso tool. Lasso tool is very amazing, yo. I like to use Lasso tool to use as a shortcut to add when I want to add patterns like these. You can make patterns like on these fabric, not this one, like this gold one, not the one on the white one I painted that, but like these patterns, little swirly stuff, and the patterns in the back. Lasso tool can also make these kind of patterns very quickly as a shortcut, because you can also use the usual method of drawing the pattern out with a brush pen and then fill it in. But I found out how Lasso tool can be a shortcut and just lasso out the shapes and you can fill it directly. Lasso tool can also make backgrounds like these quickly. Also another good shortcut. The background like these. Landscape, clouds, silhouette of buildings in the distance, trees, rocks. I will try to demonstrate some examples today. I definitely won't be finishing a drawing in this video, but hopefully you can see how I use the Lasso tool. So this is without the Lasso tool, which is also fine. It's just different types of method, but the Lasso tool can be a good shortcut. Okay, so I'm just slowly coloring the one area at a time, and then after this, the skin tone, I would have to select another one, just fill in the outfit like this. So this is what I do if I don't use the Lasso tool, or if there's no Lasso tool. Just color in like this. It's gonna take longer this way for me. I would Lasso tool and select the whole character first. A very rough shape of the hair, doesn't matter. So kind of like making the silhouette of the character. Just some area, not everything. Say like I'm not gonna select the fan, and I think, yeah, I should include the hair. And again, this is just a method that I found convenient for me. It's definitely not like a you must do it this way kind of thing. Art is interesting and always fun because everybody can find their own way of doing things and maybe achieve the same result or different kinds of result. That's all good. It's all good. Artistic freedom. So yeah, I'm just sharing with you how I would work with the lasso tool. And if you find it useful, definitely give it a try. So when I'm selecting the shapes, I will use the hotkey to speed up the process. Press down Shift to add to the area. Press down Alt. This is my setting. I'm not sure if it's the same for everybody, but I think it would be because it's a default. I never changed it. So Alt for cutting away or erasing the selection. So for example, if I want to add a strand of hair here, okay, or if I want to cut this part, erase this part, add, erase, add this one, add this one, erase this one. This part can be kind of rough. It's definitely not gonna look nicely refined when you first fill in color, so this part can just be kind of sketchy or rough. No need to make it really perfect like the silhouette. So at this point, to be safe, you can save the selection. If it's something really complicated, I think I'll show that later on. Right now this is okay. So I would fill in this shape now. So this is the silhouette of the character. And while the whole thing is still selected, I can lay down the overall lighting. My brush is laggy. Great. Okay, so the overall lighting, maybe I want the light to be shining on the top and a lighter here. Okay, so it's mostly still kind of dark, right? Now, just in case we still need to come back to this selection, if we need to deselect, I need to select something else, like the shading shapes, the shadow shapes. So we go to select, and there's an option called convert to selection layer. This is in Clip Studio Paint, by the way. So now this is a layer you can always come back to. It's a layer of selection. You can deselect now and make other selections. But if you need that shape one more time, you just click on that layer and it selects it for you. Shows the selection for you. Now I want to select the shadow. So this is kind of like just shading, just the light and the dark. But like I mentioned earlier, I won't be finishing this particular piece completely today. I just want to kind of share with you how I use Lasso tool. So it's not gonna be a start to finish demo video of this piece. Okay. So we have a very rough shaded figure, roughly shaded figure. To be safe, maybe we can save this selection too. Okay, and then now this part is all really rough. You can definitely always go back and fix it, like just use your brush as you would coloring or painting or drawing. Tweak it. The lasso tool really is just like a quick way to see the overall, to set the overall color, lighting, shading, the shadow shapes, or the light source, stuff like that. Now if I want to have texture like these, say little patterns on the robe, little patterns, or maybe something that look like embroidery, I use my lasso tool to draw out the shapes. Since it's Windmaster, let's do swirly, I don't know, swirly, breezy shapes. Not even a word. I don't know. I'm used to drawing. I got used to drawing directly with the lasso tool. Kind of use the lasso tool as a brush pen. But if you're not used to this yet, you can definitely use your drawing tool, like any drawing tool you're used to, pencil, brush pen, and just draw out the patterns, and then select that drawing. It's the same. It's just drawing directly with the lasso tool is a shortcut, that's all. There's good and bad because you are drawing out the shapes, you're drawing out the silhouettes. So instead of like if you were using a brush, you can just draw the line directly, but with this you are outlining the line. There's good and bad. But I find it convenient, so I use it this way. There's also another selection tool. It's called the selection pen. That one you can totally use it as a drawing tool. It's over here. It's called the selection pen. This one you don't have to outline the shape. You can just draw the shape. See, it's like a brush. And then this one you don't even have to press down shift to add selection to it. Wherever you click on, it just keep adding. Even if you accidentally touch the canvas, there's a selection. Like the little dot here. If I accidentally touched it, it keeps selecting. So you can change the size, like it's a brush. So you can have a big selection, or really detailed thin one. So this is another one that I will use when I want to draw a more refined design on the robe. But I don't use it as much because it cannot make a very nice tapered pointy end. As you can see, the end is always that round look. So I would still use the lasso tool and draw the pointy end myself, like this. I mean, we zoomed in too much, so I can't really make it really pointy. But you get what I mean. Yeah, so now we have kind of like a pattern here lightest color to lightly fill the whole thing. And it's not just filling the whole thing, because that we don't really need lasso tool for that. You can just lock transparency of the shape that you painted out and then fill it in. But actually, that works too. Lock the transparency. But yeah, but lasso tool, you can be more flexible and keep adding or carving away shapes, and apply different textures. A little darker here. Use different brush. If it's a bit difficult for you to see because of all the marching ants, the little dots, there is a button on the top menu. It's called Show Border of Selected Area. You can toggle it on and off. It shows or it hides, but it doesn't deselect. It's still selected. It just hides it temporarily when you toggle it, so you can see what it looks like without the distraction. But just remember to turn it back on, because one time I forgot that I toggled it off, and then I thought it was deselected, and I forgot. I went to work on something else, and then nothing shows up. I was like, is my CSP broken? Why can't I draw? Because it was still selected to that little area. Dum dum. Alright, another thing you can do with the lasso tool would be, like I said earlier, the landscapes. Landscape. Example, landscape. So this was a sketch request from my patron on Patreon. The background, I think, only took me less than 20 minutes. 10 minutes? I forgot. Really quick, I just remembered, because it's all mountains and clouds and trees. So lasso tool can do this very quickly. These mountains. And there's another example, the trees in the back. These trees, these rocks, the flowers, yeah, these shapes and these plants are all done by a lasso tool. These buildings in the background, the silhouette of the buildings. You can also use lasso tool to do that very quickly. Okay, so we have a base color. Now I can use the lasso tool to draw out example of mountains earlier. You can have you can do whatever you want. Design your own mountain range. And the top will be darker, right? Because of the mist, mountain mist, or the clouds, or just the overall atmosphere perspective thingy. You know, when things are far away in the distance, they look lighter and paler because of air, dust, thing in the way, so you don't see them as clearly. So the things farther away, we're gonna use the lightest one, and as it goes down, fade out. Now another one that's a little bit closer this time. You can design it however you want, but vary the level of it. Yeah, vary the height, so they don't look too static or too similar. Maybe not here. Okay, now this time a little bit more vibrant. Not just darker, but a little bit more vibrant as well. Now you can see the color better when it gets closer to you. Okay. Now I want to deselect. Actually, not deselect. I want to select, invert the selection to select the other area. I just inverted the selection by Ctrl Shift I. So I'm selecting the outside now, and now I can do this to the back because I wanted to have a little bit cloud, or yeah, cloud behind this mountain. Okay, now we can have another one that's real close. And I want this one to be, I don't know, this color. If it's really close, you can make it really dark. Okay, so this is a quick example how to do landscape. You can take this concept and apply it to many different drawings, I think, or drawing different things. Okay, a quick example, and you can use the lasso tool to draw trees. So this one could be here, you know. And then definitely use your drawing tool to make it more refined, because lasso tool sometimes it looks like, you know, kind of wonky like that, right? What the heck is that? So yeah, use your drawing tool to make it refined. Okay? So see how lasso tool can quickly give you big piece of cloud in the sky. Actually, that shouldn't be there. I'm just showing you examples, so this picture is looking kind of random right now. My god. My god. Oh yeah, clouds. Alright, you can also use it to draw flowers. You can quickly have a bunch of flowers. Oh, I think this one might be faster than using brush pens. See how I'm just putting down shapes? You can always use this to have quick flower shapes. You can always go in with your brush pen afterwards to make it more detailed, but if you're just doing a sketch or concept or trying out ideas, this would be more than enough. See? Voila! A bunch of flowers all at once. You can have floating leaves. You can use this for raindrops. I guess it might be, if it's a smaller one, you can use your brush pens to dot it as well. But if it's a little bit bigger that you need to shade or do different colors, like these, lasso tool might be better because you can shade them in while everything is still selected. For example, like right now, I want to add a bit of pink to one edge of it. Right? This will be faster than going into each individual one and fix it. Okay. Or like doors and window designs. you can definitely do it with like shade tools as well, like these. See this shade tool? You can probably make windows with it too, but yeah. But I think I got used to using lasso tool. Say for example here, if I want to make a window, I make a big rectangle and then I deselect the middle and I reselect the middle. This is you can just have fun and design your own windows. You can look up references for these kind of pattern windows. Now this part is probably might be a bit off sometimes, but if you just need a quick how many did I do on top? 4. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. You probably won't do it like this if you're super detail oriented, which I'm not. You'd be like, that's uneven, what are you doing? But if I just want a quick like a window looking silhouette in my background that people probably won't really take close look at, this is good enough. There are also assets that you can just copy and paste. There are like 4 window assets you can download, but I personally prefer drawing everything myself. I think I don't like the middle. I wanna change the design a bit. Probably another shape in the middle. Deselect this part. Actually, wait. I deselect too soon. I should wait until this part. Yeah. Now we deselect this part. Oh. Got confused. Now we deselect this part. There we go. Okay, so you can use the selection tool and also lasso tool to add some maybe actually lasso tool later. Let's do the frame first. So now you have a shape of a window looking thing. We can fill it in and apply like a texture evenly over the whole thing. Right? So this is how I would make my windows and stuff. Yeah. I probably should make a bunch of these and just put them away and be my own assets. Nah. I just draw them whenever I need them in my drawings. Okay, so use some texture brush to apply texture to your wood. Deselect to check how it looks. Okay. Think it looks okay. Maybe apply a little bit noise. a little bit noise. This is the only time when noise is good. The only time noise is good. Gives it some nice fine texture like that. Yeah? Okay. Now maybe we can use the lasso tool to have some flower pattern. I use lasso tool to do flowers a lot. That's probably the thing that I use lasso tool the most. Like quick flower shapes. Lasso tool can give you quick flower shapes. Because I forgot when I used to draw flower by drawing out each individual petals. I skipped a word. I fused the two words. You didn't hear anything. The individual petals. But later on I realized it's faster if you just see the flower as the whole shape. So you draw the shape of the flower and you shade it instead of trying to outline each petal. But right now we need to do the lines because it's a window shoot. Gumin, I'll show you the shading, the silhouette on another drawing. But this one is on a window, so on a window it's usually outlined like this. So something like this, a little bit of a design on the window. Maybe a, I don't know, butterfly here. Butterfly. That totally looks like a butterfly. You know, some random designs on the window. Wait. It will look like that, kinda. A quick example. Okay. And then we can move. And then if you need a window, you can always copy and paste, duplicate the window, right? And you can transform them however you want to fit. Say if you have a building over here and it needs to be like on the wall somewhere, use your transform tool to put them on the wall or something. Right? It's fun to make your own assets. So it's more unique and personalized, you know? Okay, example of making windows using selection tool. This is a very bizarre looking art. What is this? Anyway, okay. Oh, flower using lasso tool. Okay, so it looks like a blob right now because it is a big blob. Now, I'm imagining the flower silhouette. So if you are more used to drawing out flowers outline, you might get confused at this step. But if you practice painting or observing flowers as a shape instead of outlines, you'll be able to do this very quickly. Let me name this layer flower just in case. Okay, so we're gonna do a medium tone, middle tone, yellow, maybe a little, something like that. Okay, and then actually wait, we're gonna make the center a little bit darker, the center. Okay, and then use your lasso tool to select the shape of the petal, but only the places where the light hits it. So you'd have to be also thinking about the light source. How many petals it has. Maybe another one here. Probably not this one yet. Okay, now we make it. Now we select a lighter color and fill it in. Now we need another layer of petals. Lasso tool can do this quickly, can give you a shape of a flower quickly, but you definitely will want to go in and refine it a bit. And then we can have dot dot dot, show the center. Okay, so a quick flower. Now this part look a bit odd. We can go back with the lasso tool and fix the petals a bit. But overall, this would be faster than drawing out each individual petals. You can do different kinds of flowers. Roses. I think roses are probably the most time-saving one to do with lasso tool. But oh shoot, roses aren't supposed to appear for Shichishin's drawing. But here, we'll do maybe a peony. Although peony doesn't fit him either, but we'll just Or just draw one to show you example. So we have a medium to dark color, and then it's been a while since I've drawn a peony with Lasso tool. I hope I remember how to do it. So are you drawing out the petal shapes with the Lasso tool? Actually, I think I'm drawing a rose. Yeah, that looks like a rose. That doesn't look like a peony. Anyway, here's an example of a rose. We'll do peony next time. Let me see. Let's see how does that look. Yeah, Lasso tool can give you a rose very quickly. Right? You can go back in and do the necessary shading. Use your brush pen to add some details. But yeah, it can definitely give you a rose very quickly. Alright, these are just some quick way to color with Lasso tool. But if you're someone who likes the look of line art, because you can see with Lasso tool you don't have any line art, you can just go straight into color and painting without having any lines. But if you like the look of line art, you can always go in with your drawing tool and draw on top of it if you want to have the look of line drawing. So instead of drawing lines and then coloring with Lasso tool, you can do it kind of reversed. And then adding the line will be optional. You can just add it where you want it. Alright, I hope that was helpful. How I demonstrated how I use Lasso tools for patterns on fabrics, on ropes, and stuff like the landscape and trees, flowers, and geometric shapes like these. Alright, hope I can share more stuff with you next time. Feel free to let me know if there's a certain topic that you're interested in, or you want to see me share a particular, I don't know, drawing method of drawing, or just want to see me draw a certain character. Let me know in the comments. Or if you're my patron, definitely do let me know. Reply on Patreon. I'll prioritize patron suggestions first. And you for watching. I'll see you next video or during my live stream. Bye bye. Take care everyone. Hope you have fun drawing. Whee!